Narcissists do not pick their victims by accident. They almost have a sense of who would make a good target and who wouldn't, like they can almost smell it on you. Now, one of the reasons why people are targeted by narcissists is if you are potentially new to town or new to the area, aren't well connected within the community, and are just sort of new on the scene and don't have a large support network. So new people are often targeted, and this quite often will happen by a neighbor who sees that you're new or someone new that you work with. Quite typically, before victims start dating their narcs, they have in some capacity been seen as kind people. Now, whether or not this was doing community service work or, them seeing you on task at some sort of charity event as a volunteer, something like this. Quite often, you have in some way publicly or to them acted out with great kindness and empathy. They see this as a weakness in you. Now, if you are someone who doesn't have a large extended family, maybe you're a person that, lives a bit in solitude, and maybe you're a bit of an introvert and you don't get out a lot. And if you're lonely or, been single for a long time or a bit shaken from a bad breakup, if you are feeling lonely, they can smell this on you the way sharks can smell blood from a great distance. Now, if you are a very outward person and you're an extrovert and you have a very exciting, lively life and you know lots of people, they may want to climb on your back so they can climb up the social ladder. You don't have to be an isolated person. You can be the extreme opposite. You can be a person with a very exciting and flamboyant lifestyle, and the narc thinks they're just going to glom onto this and ride on your shirt tails. Money. Narcissists believe that they have quite an inflated um, right of self-entitlement. They definitely want money, but they are inherently lazy and don't always manage to get their own. Now, if you've got money, that's going to be extremely appealing to a narcissist. Maybe the narcissist was in your home one time and noticed that you had, a nice oil painting or some antiques. You got to keep in mind that the narcissist immediately, when they decide they're taking you captive, they believe that everything that you own comes with that captivity. Now, maybe you've got a nice car, or maybe you've got nice personal possessions. These sparkly trinkets are very, very attractive to a narcissist. Maybe you're just a really nice person and display, signs of kindness and vulnerability and innocence, and you're just naturally trusting. The narcissist is going to see this as a hole to burrow his way in. Absolutely. The narcissist is never going to adore this or respect this or find this, endearing to them. This is going to be the entrance door for abuse. Maybe you face some difficulties and challenges in your life that have caused you to been victimized in the past. Now, if the narcissist detects that your spirit is a little bit broken, or your self-confidence is a little off, or you're a little shaky and you're not as confident as you should be, oh, the narcissist is going to love this, because this to them is the ideal victim, someone who has already been subjected to abuse. It gets you on track, it gets you moldable, and it gets you compliant really, really quickly. There's always going to be people in life that are very, very giving of themselves and their things very freely, and there's always going to be more selfish sort of people. Now, if you truly are the type of person that is, very giving, very willing to make self-sacrifices for other people or your fellow man, this again is going to be seen as a real character flaw by the narcissist in you, and they're going to see this as an extreme weakness. Being a kind, self-sacrificing, giving person is going to really set you in their target for sure. Now, this is neither good nor bad. It's just one of those differences amongst the human population. Some people are very, very determined in their convictions and very, very, very willing to act on these convictions, where other people are just a little more wishy-washy. It's not good or bad or indifferent. It just is what it is. Some people are just a little bit more on the fence about life issues and things and, state of current events. And if you're a person who's a little bit more on the fence, you can be perceived as someone who maybe questions or doubts your perception. Now, this is where they will see you as someone who is going to just gaslight up magnificently.